Hello and welcome back to Salesforce Hulk. In this video, we will understand about the second type of decorator, which is the track decorator. So let's get started. Before understanding track decorator, let me first define reactive property. Basically, whenever the property of LWC component class is assigned to a new value, a component automatically re-renders to show the updated value of that property. That is what a reactive property is all about. Now coming to the track decorator is used to make the field or property within LWC component class reactive. But the fact is, after Spring 20 release, all the properties are by default reactive. So we need to use track decorator for only two purposes: observing the change in the array or for observing the change in the properties of object. Let's gain more clarity on it by taking a simple example. Imagine a gardener needed to track the growth of plants which he managed to do successfully. But then he also needed to track the change in the branches on some plants. For this purpose, he used a device that provided him the information about the growth, trimming and other details of the branches. Similarly, in LWC, all properties are reactive by default. So any changes are immediately reflected in the LWC component, just like how the gardener could quickly notice changes. However, in case of arrays and objects, if there is any change in any of the element of the array or a property of an object, it doesn't get reflected. Similarly, how the changes in the branches of the plants may not be immediately noticeable. So that's where the role of track decorator comes into play. So for those properties which are storing arrays or object kind of values, we have to use track decorator on them in order to make them reactive or in order to reflect the changes occurred in those properties onto the UI. So let's implement the same practically. Okay, so I have already prepared the student registration form kind of example for you guys so that we can quickly understand the concept properly. So here you can see in this registration form, it's not like a registration form. I have taken it to make you understand the concept. So what I have done is, there is a field like first name, there is another field like last name and then email. So in these fields, the user will enter the data. Like I'll here mention like Rahul, and then these all will be like reflecting in these different cards, and how they'll be reflecting or they'll not get reflected. This is the observation we have to make in order to understand what exactly the use of track decorator, how like the properties values aren't get reflected when we do not use track decorator. So let's understand that. Here you can see there in the HTML, we have all of these different lightning cards. First card is showing again the input elements like for first name, last name and email. Then the second card is displaying the first name, last name and email, and they are reflecting the property values like first name property, last name property, email property. So we have defined these properties in the JavaScript part. So you can understand from here itself that these properties are primitive ones, right? Primitive properties, which means like the properties which stores string, number, any non-reference type of data. Non-reference means which do not have like inner memory locations. Those kind of properties are primitive properties. So these properties are simply storing the string or the numbers and all. So that's what I have used over here, right? I have binded over here in this card. Then there is another card we have which is having student data dot first name, student data dot last name and student data dot email. Here student data is a property of object type, which means this is student data property I have defined over here. This is a non-reference type or non-primitive property. Now why I am calling it as non-primitive? Because this property is going to store an object. An object further stores different key value pairs, right? So it's having its inner data, inner values. So it's having some level of depth, right? So that is what it is. Now again I have in the third card, if I'll show you in the HTML, in the third card we have reactive student data named property. Now this property is also again displaying the first name, last name and email. And this time in the JavaScript it's similar as the above one, but this one is, on this one I have used track decorator. So what difference it is going to create, that is what we are going to observe, right? So let's see. Let me tell you few more things. Here in this lightning input, you can see whenever someone will type, this method will get called. Why? Because we have mentioned over here an event which is on key up. Now what is the meaning of on key up? Simply whenever we type into the input box, whenever we do key up on the keyboard like keys, then automatically this event get triggered and it calls this method, which is the handler method, handle first name change, right? Like the same way in other input fields we have defined like the events and their handlers, on key verb event and their handler, and these handler methods are defined in the JavaScript file. You can see handle first name change, handle last name change, handle email change. One more thing for you to remember, that this track decorator which I have used here needs to be imported from the LWC module in this way. Like the way lightning element get imported, the same way just after lightning element you have to also import track decorator. If you remember in the last video we have imported wire decorator in the same way. So make sure to do that, otherwise it's not going to work. You have to import it, then only you can use track decorator. Now moving ahead, you can see over here there is a first name, there is a last name and there is an email. In these three methods, these three properties are getting updated. The next two lines I have kept commented for now. So let's deploy this code for now and see how it works in the UI. Okay, let me deploy from here. Let me deploy from here and then, yeah. So here in this, I'll refresh the page. I'll start typing here. I'll write test. So you can see whenever I am writing something over here, the first name is just after the first name we are getting some value. Whatever I am typing, it's getting over here. Like I'll write here Rahul, it's getting over here. This is the card. If you remember, this is the card. Simply in this card we have simply used what? No, just a minute. This is the student registration from HTML file, and in this card I have simply used direct properties, first name, right? So here in this property I am showing the name, like now in the last name I'll assign Rahul Verma, right? Verma. So that's getting printed over here, reflected over here. The time I write something over here, we know that this function, which function? Handle, here you can see handle last name change is getting called, and in this function what we are doing, we are assigning the value of the input to the property, last name property. This is something which we are doing right now, and it is working perfectly. The value is getting reflected over the UI as well. Whatever the value we are assigning to the property, immediately it is reflecting over the UI. Now moving ahead, now let's talk about the another property, which is student data. Now let's use this. So for that I'll comment the first line and uncomment the second line. Same goes for the other methods. Observe the difference carefully here. Then you'll understand better the use of track decorator. So here I'll refresh the page again. Now here in this I'll be writing something now. Like again I'll write, let's say Harry, and okay, in this case nothing is reflecting over here. You can see here student data dot first name. Just after that it should reflect like the way others, like those properties, when we are reassigning the values to those properties, they reflected in the UI. But this time if you see what I am doing in the function, I am using this dot student data for this accessing this particular property, and furthermore this dot student data dot first name. This is something which I am doing. So in this object I am introducing another key which is first name, and to that key what I am assigning event dot target dot value. Is this function is not getting called? Let's see over the console. So I'll again type down over here. I'll remove this. I'll write here Harry. You can see here in the console it is getting called again and again, but over the UI it's not getting reflected. See in the HTML I have binded it properly. You can see here I have mentioned student data dot first name text, and then I have binded the property student data accessing its one of the key which is first name here. So it's not reflecting over the UI. That's what I was saying from the very beginning, that these properties like arrays or objects, whenever we make changes in them, they do not get reflected. For making them reflect over the UI, what we need to do is we need to use @track. So let's see this reactive student data property, how it works, or is it working properly or not. I'll comment this, I'll uncomment this particular line, the third line of each of the method. Yeah, so now I'll deploy the code again. You can see it's same as the above line, right? It's exact same. But this time the only difference is I have used @track. So let's observe if it works or not. I'll refresh the page. And here I'll type into this input box again Harry. I'll type, and you can see first name is updating, and over the UI as well you can see whatever I'll type, it's going to reflect over the UI. So here I am typing Harry, and then in the last name I am typing Potter. It's reflecting over the UI, if you can see here, right? It's reflecting very properly, right? So that's what track property do, track decorator do, right? So this track decorator is making it like reflect over the UI whenever something inside the object property or array property changes, right? So that is the use of track decorator. I hope you understood it properly. You can try out the same kind of logics for an array as well that I am giving you as a task. If you face any difficulty in that, make sure to let me know over the comment box.